Welcome back to my channel, artists. Today we'll be dyeing fabric. Step number 1, fold your fabric. You're going to see I fold it in half 2 times, and then I'm going to fold it in the shape of a triangle. My triangle is all the way at the bottom, connected to the corners, and then I just flip so it stays in a triangle. Flip again, flip again, flip again, and again until I can't flip anymore, and pin it with a clothespin. Step number 2, color the edges. When I'm talking about the edges, I'm talking about the side of the triangle. When you color, you want to color it in slow. I know that I've fast forwarded so it doesn't look slow at all, but you want to color in slow so that that Sharpie ink fades or bleeds into the next layers. Sometimes when you're using marker, you want to make sure you're drawing quickly enough that you don't bleed through the paper and onto the table. This is kind of the opposite. You actually want it to fade, or I'm sorry, to bleed all the way through. You might have to move your clothespin to make sure that you cover every single side. If you don't color part of one side, you're going to have some white spots in yours, kind of however you want it to be. But notice how I'm just kind of dragging that Sharpie, even like letting it sit there for a second to let it soak through. That's what you really want to do to make sure that you're adding enough color and bleeding through on every edge. You can color the front of your triangle. That's completely up to you. I didn't, and it ends up coloring my entire triangle anyway, so you don't really need to color the front, just those sides. Step number 2, soak it in a solution. For the Sharpies, you're going to want to use 70% isopropyl or rubbing alcohol. You can use 90%, but that stuff is pretty smelly, so I use 70%. And then you're going to dip your artwork in just to make sure that it gets wet. It will, some of the colors will bleed a little bit and you'll see them kind of come out. Does not matter if you're using it in the classroom and you dip it in and somebody else has already used it, and their colors will not get on yours. They won't affect yours, so you don't have to worry at all. I did choose to write my name on the clothespin. If you're in the classroom, I'd rather you didn't so that we can use it for other classrooms. Step number 3, let it dry and then open it up. Once it is dry, now mine wasn't dry, so I did get some Sharpie on my hand when I did this, but once it's dry, you're going to want to open it up so that you can see the tie-dye look or shibori look that you got on your cloth. I hope you have enjoyed making fabric dyed with Sharpies with us today. What will you create?